I'm Marianne Paterniti, book group facilitator here at the Darien Library. This morning we are going to bring you 5 Minutes with Jen. Jen Dayton is the head of collection development here at the library and a major book guru. This morning she's going to share with us some of her suggestions for great book group reading and discussions. Jen.
Hi everyone. This morning I wanted the theme to be gateway books, books that are going to lead you into your next read for your book group. The first book we're going to talk about is Age of Desire by Jenny Fields. This is the story of Edith Wharton's time in Paris after she wrote The House of Mirth. Who knew that Edith was a cougar? But she was. She had a torrid affair with a much younger man. But what's really interesting about this book is her most enduring relationship in her life was not with her husband or her lover, but with her governess, who turned her literary editor. This is a wonderful look at Belle Époque Paris, and it will lead you into reading Edith Wharton's first masterpiece, The House of Mirth, which is a wonderful, wonderful classic to be revisited. Paris Wife by Paula McLean is the story, More Paris, is the story of Hemingway's time in Paris with his wife Hadley. It's a wonderful, wonderful look at his marriage with her, the woman that he said he never should have married anybody but her, and he regretted his future wives, it sounds like. Anyway, Paris Wife, very popular with our book groups, and a wonderful lead into A Moveable Feast, which is Hemingway's time in Paris in his own words. Our One Book, One Town selection from last year, 97 Orchard Street, is a wonderful look at 97 Orchard Street in Manhattan, in New York, at the Tenement Museum and the families that lived there. The author, Jane Ziegelman, takes a look at the families that lived there, their various immigrant families, and the food culture that they brought to this country. Who knew that foie gras was a thriving industry at the early 1900s in New York? But it was. And when you're done with that, why not revisit Tree Grows in Brooklyn, which is a wonderful, wonderful story by Betty Smith. It's a classic, the story of Franny growing up in New York and her love of books and her love of learning and her struggles to get out of her tenement world. I know you probably read it when you were 12, but trust me, rereading it again as an adult, you find things that you never, ever could have imagined. And then finally, the gateway book to end all gateway books, The End of Your Life Book Club by Will Schwabe. Will and his mom started a book group while she was waiting for treatment at Sloan Kettering. In her words, I don't have time for silly books. And she didn't. She was a brilliant, wonderful woman with an excellent taste in books. The bibliography in this book will fuel your book group for years to come. And we have many of these books as a book in a bag. That's it.
Thanks, Jen. See you next month.